Good evening, folks. Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Dr. News. And there's not a whole lot of news running around right now. You have to remember, filming wrapped up a couple weeks ago. The big question that's still echoing throughout the community is when the hell is Series 11 going to air? And the problem is we don't really have any solid info. All we have is an article now by the Radio Times claiming it's going to be by October. By October. Now, originally, the guesstimate, and let me stress that, it was only a guesstimate, was October 6th. And that's the one I've been sticking to because that seemed to fit with, what we were hearing about filming in certain episodes. But, they could, like, as I said before, it could easily be bumped up to mid-September, late September, and it would be nice to know that. So why they're hanging on to it, we don't know. Also, a lot of people, did not know that, they are going to be simulcasting it, so that they air apparently on the same time on BBC and BBC One. And that's going to be interesting as Doctor Production News Blogspot put up, exactly what time is it going to run then, considering you got to remember, the major time zone differences. But like right here where I'm sitting, I'm 5 hours behind the UK for Eastern, daylight savings time. So we got to remember time differences and all that, but they somehow want to air it at the same time so everybody sees it. Now, as you all know, Leakgate's been going on, and it's not a publicity stunt. Two people had their personal information. We're talking names, addresses, phone numbers, personal messages on Twitter handed over to the British Broadcasting Corporation for a 53-second clip and 2 freaking pictures. Now, while I know there are some people out there who are anti-spoiler, these were not the people who stole the information. So why are you out there persecuting them? I'm beginning to think that it is some kind of, scare tactic. We're going to make you fear crossing us. And the problem is, in the long run, that usually does more damage in the PR department than anything else. Paramount learned that lesson in the late 90s. And a lot of people are going, that's not the same thing. Yes, it is. It's a scare tactic. They're going to teach you to not cross them. This is what the BBC is doing now. And it's like, this is really how you want your new series of Doctor Who to be remembered? With 2 people who probably had nothing to do with the original leak having their personal information ran through? It's a basic violation of these guys' privacy. And for what? Really? What damage did that 53-second clip do? And those 2 pictures of the Sonic, yippee skippy, they ruined your frickin' surprise for San Diego Comic-Con. Now remember, they were not the ones who stole the information. They were the ones who were sent it. As to who sent it, I'm not pointing any fingers, but it's kind of weird how there was somebody out there who was basically advertising and bragging about how they had seen a clip a week before anyone else. But okay, just a few short things and we're out of here. All right, here we go. And away we are. Away we are, yes. All right, let's get off that. Moving on. David, Tennant, and Catherine Tate are going to record more Big Finish adventures. They'll be returning, to the roles, of course, as the 10th Doctor and Donna Noble later this year for a new, series for that particular range. Catherine herself revealed the news during her appearance over the weekend at Fan Expo Boston and said that the recording sessions were planned for September. So, kind of nice that they're putting these 2 back together again for audio, and it's not all going to be readings by Dudman. Now, moving over. Now, Mark Tondere put this interesting video up on his Instagram, basically saying this year I've done 3 shows back-to-back, 2 episodes at a time, and this one kicked it all off. And if you click on this right here, it's the Doctor Who trailer. Now, this basically confirms what we knew about him being, the director for the 1 block of filming this year for Series 11. Okay, Doctor Who star enjoys a joke at the Fringe. All right, let's go into, as newspapers, website, tweets, and blogs and vlogs discuss whether something is offensive or not. That's the very core of a joke currently being performed at the assembly rooms as part of the Fringe. Written by Dan Freeman, it stars 7th Doctor Who, Scotland's own Sylvester McCoy, Robert Picardo from Star Trek Voyager, and John Bett from Shallow Grave, exploring our attitudes to humor and life. So I just love the fact that Sylvester is really hanging on to them Crocs there. But okay. So a nice little piece here about Sylvester, a joke and all that. All right, Sci-Fi on the Sci-Fi on the Sidings will bring Star Wars, Doctor Who, Harry Potter, and more to the East Lancashire. Did I get it right? Lancashire Railway this weekend. Am I even close? Is it one of them weird ones? Okay, the popular East Lancashire Railway will be celebrating all things science fiction at a special event this weekend. Families can go boldly where no steam railway has gone before at the Sci-Fi on the Sidings this Saturday and Sunday. More details on it are all that right here. Bam, bam, bam. Look at all the nifty stuff that could be there. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Here's your ticket prices and all that. And if you want to look for more family content, well, here you go. So something nifty for you to go out and do this weekend if you're in that area. And sadly today we lost Janet Hargreaves. She's died at the age of 81, and she was part of the 88 Doctor Who story, greatest show on earth. She was best known for her roles, one being in the long-running soap Crossroads. It's just sad, seems like we've lost a lot of people today. Apparently they said she passed away on the 4th, and they just now made the announcement. Like I said, you got to give the family time, to grieve and just, so I can understand why they waited, to announce it. But like I said, as of today, it was it's really sad. We lost Aretha Franklin, and also it was the 41st anniversary of the death of Elvis, who died at the age of 42. So August 16th is just going to be one of those days, it's like two legends died on the same date, not the same year, but just sad. So once again, please, for you folks who are out there, this whole thing with the BBC, Twitter, and all that, it has actually happened. It is for real. It's not a publicity stunt. And sadly, there's somebody out there, like I said, right now, who knows who leaked that information. Like I said, they've basically broadcasted it all over YouTube. But like I said, for some funny reason, they're in the clear. I wonder why. But okay, until we have more facts on that, I'm not going to go, he did it. But let's wait and sit back and see. Unfortunately, like I said, there are people out there with their personal information being handed to a corporate entity over freaking spoilers. How far is it going to go? Really? What's going to be next? Guillotinings at Rothlock? It's like, sheesh. Well, folks, until next time, take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you on the flip side. Have a good one.